Hello, my dear friends. It's so good to see you here today. I'm Dr. Ellis, and I've been a psychologist for over 30 years, helping folks just like you navigate the joys and challenges of life. Today, I want to sit down with you, like we're having a heart-to-heart in my office, and talk about something close to my heart, keeping your mind sharp and vibrant as you move through your 70s and beyond. You know, I often hear from patients who say, Dr. Ellis, I'm starting to forget little things. My keys go missing or I blank on someone's name. Is this normal? And let me reassure you right now, those moments are part of being human, especially as we age. But here's the exciting part. There are simple, everyday things you can do to support your memory and keep your mind as strong as ever. And one of the best places to start? Your kitchen. In today's video, we're going to explore 8 foods that can sharpen your mind after 70. These aren't complicated or exotic. They're foods you can find at any grocery store, and science shows they work wonders for your brain. I'll walk you through why each one is so special, share some easy ways to enjoy them, and even sprinkle in a few stories from my patients who've seen real changes. My goal is to leave you feeling empowered, hopeful, and ready to take small steps toward a healthier mind. So, pull up a chair, maybe grab a glass of water or a cup of tea, and let's talk like old friends. If you find this helpful, please hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so we can keep these conversations going. And if you feel inspired, give this video a thumbs up. It helps us reach more people who want to live with clarity and joy in their golden years. Ready? Let's dive in. Understanding your brain and the power of food. Before we get to the foods, let's talk about why this matters. Your mind is like a library filled with the stories of your life. Your children's first steps, the vacations you cherish, the wisdom you've gained. Keeping that library in good order is so important, not just for you, but for the people you love. As we age, our brains naturally change, but we're not powerless. What you eat can make a big difference in how well your brain functions. Think of your brain like a garden. The right nutrients, vitamins, antioxidants, healthy fats, are like water and sunshine, helping it thrive. Research shows that certain foods can protect brain cells, reduce inflammation, and even encourage new connections in your brain. In my practice, I've seen patients transform their mental clarity just by making small changes to their diets. So, let's go through these 8 foods one by one, and I'll share why they're so good for you and how you can make them part of your life. Food number 1, blueberries, nature's memory boosters. Let's start with blueberries. These little berries are a powerhouse for your brain. They're packed with antioxidants called flavonoids, which help shield your brain from damage and improve communication between brain cells. A study from Harvard found that eating blueberries regularly can delay memory decline by up to 2.5 years. That's like giving your brain a little fountain of youth. I had a patient, Margaret, who's 74. She came to me worried about forgetting appointments. I suggested she add blueberries to her breakfast, and a few months later, she told me, Dr. Ellis, I feel like my mind is clearer. I'm not scrambling to remember things as much. Now, blueberries aren't a cure-all, but they're a simple way to support your brain. How to enjoy them. Try a handful of fresh or frozen blueberries in your morning oatmeal or yogurt. Blend them into a smoothie or toss them into a salad with some spinach. Aim for about a half cup a day. If fresh ones are expensive, frozen work just as well and keep longer. Food number 2, fatty fish, fuel for your brain. Next, let's talk about fatty fish like salmon, sardines, mackerel, or trout. These fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for brain health. Omega-3s help reduce inflammation, improve blood flow to brain, and support the structure of your brain cells. A study in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease showed that people who eat fish regularly have better cognitive function as they age. I remember a patient, Robert, who's 77. He was feeling foggy and frustrated during our sessions. When I asked about his diet, he said he rarely ate fish. We worked on adding salmon to his meals once or twice a week, and over time, he noticed he was more focused. He even started enjoying his weekly chess games again. It's amazing what a small change can do. How to enjoy them. Aim for 2 servings of fatty fish a week. Baked salmon with a little lemon and herbs, or try canned sardines on whole grain crackers for a quick lunch. If fish isn't your favorite, talk to your doctor about an omega-3 supplement, but whole foods are always best. Food number 3, nuts, a simple brain snack. Now, let's move on to nuts, walnuts, almonds, pecans, or cashews. Nuts are like a mini vitamin for your brain, packed with healthy fats, vitamin E, and antioxidants. Walnuts are especially great because they contain DHA, a type of omega-3 that's vital for brain health. A study from UCLA found that eating walnuts can improve memory and processing speed in older adults. I often keep a small bowl of mixed nuts in my office for patients to snack on during sessions. One of my patients, Susan, who's 71, started eating a handful of walnuts daily after we talked about brain health. She told me she feels more alert during her book club discussions, and she's even remembering more of the plot details. It's such a simple habit with big rewards. How to enjoy them? Grab a small handful, about an ounce, of nuts each day. Sprinkle almonds on your cereal, add walnuts to a salad, or eat them as a snack. Choose unsalted nuts to keep things heart healthy. And if you have nut allergies, try seeds like sunflower or pumpkin. Food number 4, leafy greens, your brain's green allies. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, collards, or Swiss chard, are next. These veggies are loaded with nutrients like folate, vitamin K, and beta-carotene, which help keep your brain sharp. A study from Rush University found that people who eat leafy greens daily have slower cognitive decline, almost like their brains are years younger. I had a patient, Thomas, who's 76. He wasn't a big fan of vegetables, but he wanted to stay sharp for his grandkids. I suggested he start with spinach in a smoothie, and he was surprised at how easy it was. A few months later, he said he felt more energized and was remembering his grandkids' soccer schedules better. It's all about finding what works for you. How to enjoy them. Aim for 1 serving of leafy greens a day. Blend spinach into a smoothie. Saute kale with a little olive oil and garlic, or make a big salad with your favorite toppings. Start small if greens are new to you, and pair them with flavors you love, like a balsamic dressing. Food number 5, eggs, a brain-friendly protein. Eggs are another fantastic choice. They're rich in choline, a nutrient that helps your brain produce acetylcholine, which is key for memory and learning. Research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that higher choline intake is linked to better memory performance. One of my patients, Linda, who's 73, was struggling with word recall. When we looked at her diet, she wasn't eating many choline-rich foods. She started having eggs a few times a week, and she told me, "Dr. Ellis, I'm finding my words faster now. It's like my brain got a tune-up." Eggs are so versatile. They're easy to love. How to enjoy them? Try 2 to 4 eggs a week, depending on your health needs. Make a veggie omelet. Boil eggs for a quick snack, or add them to salad. If cholesterol is a concern, check with your doctor, but for most people, eggs are a great brain booster. Food number 6, dark chocolate, a treat for your mind. Here's one you'll love, dark chocolate. Yes, you heard me right. Dark chocolate, with at least 70% cocoa, is full of flavonoids, caffeine, and antioxidants that improve blood flow to the brain and enhance focus. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found that dark chocolate can boost cognitive performance. I have a patient, James, who's 75. He was skeptical when I suggested dark chocolate, but he decided to try a small piece each afternoon. A few weeks later, he said he felt more alert during his crossword puzzles. He calls it his thinking treat, and it's become a highlight of his day. It's proof that healthy can be delicious. How to enjoy it? Stick to a small piece, about an ounce, of dark chocolate daily. Enjoy it plain. Grate over yogurt, or pair it with a handful of berries. Look for low-sugar options to keep it brain-friendly. Food number 7, avocados, creamy support for your brain. Avocados are up next, and they're a creamy, delicious way to support your brain. They're packed with monounsaturated fats that improve blood flow and protect brain cells, plus vitamin E to fight oxidative stress. Research in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease links healthy fats like those in avocados to better cognitive health. A patient of mine, Patricia, who's 72, started eating avocado toast after we talked about brain foods. She said it not only tastes amazing, but also makes her feel more focused during her morning reading. It's such an easy way to nourish your mind and body. How to enjoy them? Use half an avocado a few times a week. Spread it on whole grain toast, add it to a salad, or blend it into a smoothie. If you're watching calories, a smaller portion still offers benefits. Food number 8, turmeric, the spice of mental clarity. Finally, let's talk about turmeric, the golden spice you might know from curry or golden milk. Turmeric contains curcumin, which has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties that protect your brain. A study from UCLA showed that curcumin can improve memory and mood in older adults. I had a patient, George, who's 78. He started adding turmeric to his soups after our sessions, and he noticed he was staying sharper during his weekly bridge games. He told me, "Dr. Ellis, I feel like my brain is waking up." It's a small change with a big impact. How to enjoy it? Add a teaspoon of turmeric to soups, stews, or scrambled eggs a few times a week. Try a turmeric tea with honey and a pinch of black pepper to boost absorption. If you're on medications like blood thinners, check with your doctor first. A few extra thoughts for your mind. Before we close, I want to leave you with a few more ways to care for your brain. Food is a great start, but your mind thrives on a holistic approach. Stay active, whether to walk in the park or chair yoga. Movement keeps your brain oxygenated. Keep your mind engaged with puzzles, reading, or learning something new. Prioritize sleep, as it's when your brain processes memories. And most importantly, stay connected to your loved ones. Relationships feed your soul and your mind. I see this in my patients all the time. One of my favorites, Dorothy, who's 80, stays sharp by gardening, playing Scrabble, and hosting family dinners. She says, "Dr. Ellis, keeping busy and surrounded by love keeps my mind young." I couldn't agree more. Well, my friends, that's our time for today. We've covered 8 foods: blueberries, fatty fish, nuts, leafy greens, eggs, dark chocolate, avocados, and turmeric that can help sharpen your mind after 70. I hope you're feeling encouraged to try a few of these in your meals. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just start with 1 or 2 and build from there. Your brain is a precious gift, and every small step you take is an investment in your future. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these foods are you excited to try? Maybe you're already a fan of avocados or have a great turmeric recipe. Share it with us. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe so we can keep these conversations going. You are capable, you are wise, and you have so much to offer the world. Keep nurturing your mind, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and let's keep growing wiser together.